Hello guys, welcome to my channel and to another Upcrate unboxing video. I'm probably the last one to receive Upcrate 50 because the first box got lost on the way, so they had to send me another one. And now it's finally here, so let's have a look inside. Oh my, what's that? I actually managed to avoid any spoilers on Instagram, so I have no idea what we have in here. Fill this container with water to create solution A. Shake until powder is fully dissolved. For best results, wait 24 hours before using. Fill this container with water to create solution B. What the heck is this? I have no idea. Well, I'm completely clueless. I don't know, here are some plants on the labels. So this set contains enough chemistry to make approximately 15 8 by 10 inch prints. I suppose it could be something like lino cut stuff, but whatever. I have no experience in printmaking whatsoever, so yeah, don't know. We will find out in a minute, I guess. We have a brush in size 20 apparently, made in Germany. No idea what brand this is, no idea what to use it for, except for maybe this stuff that's in here and that I have to activate with water first. Whatever, okay. So then we have Deco Gel Starsparks by Karin. So this looks like a regular gel pen. I would say in some reddish color. Okay, it's super small, but it says that it's orange 106. Next up is a Hi-Text OHP. Wait, OHP for like overhead projector, the stuff you had in school back in the day when we didn't have beamers and stuff? I guess it is. So this is really interesting. No idea where this is going. Whatever. And then we have some binder clips that are super small. I didn't know binder clips in this size existed, but apparently they do. Let's have a look at the surface. Oh well, first, art print. Are we going to use plants, maybe? Oh, the stickers are pretty. So I guess my questions will be answered right now. It says, so what is cyanotype really and what can I do with it? The word cyanotype comes from ancient Greek, meaning dark blue impression. If you've heard the term blueprint, well, that's what they used cyanotype for in the old days. A bit like photocopying or taking photos without a camera. Yes, cyanotype is an alternative photographic printing process, but much simpler by using iron salts and exposing it under the sun or UV light. Well, that could be a problem. I'm living in northern Germany and it's so super cloudy. I don't think we have any UV light here right now. I don't know when I've seen the sun the last time. It's been raining straight for like the last 2 or 3 weeks. So we will see how that's going to work. Whatever you lay on top of a cyanotype coated surface blocks the UV light, thus remains white. It's like creating white silhouettes against a dark blue background. The solutions are light sensitive, so as soon as the sun or any light source emitting UV light hits them, they turn into dark green and finally brownish bronze color. The magic happens when you wash the print in cold water. All the brown turns to blue. This exciting reveal makes creating cyanotype an addictive activity for the young and old. By the way, we have watercolor paper in here, 300 GSM, so classic. And yeah, this is definitely an interesting box and I'm very curious to try this technique, but I see 2 major problems. Well, first of all, I have no plants or leaves whatsoever that I could use for printing, so I have to go outside and get something. And second of all, I don't know how much light you need. It's been cloudy for the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. raining all the time and it's super gloomy in here, so I don't know if that's enough. I don't have an UV light or anything, so that's going to be a surprise if it works, or maybe if I just waste the materials. I think I'll need to prepare these first and then go outside, find some plants. After watching the tutorials on the Upcrate website, I thought it would be best to just start and see where it takes me. So first up, I had to fill up the bottles with water and mix. I'm not much of a fan of vague instructions, and fill the bottle is very vague in my opinion. If you ask 3 different people to fill up a bottle, you will probably get 3 different results. So I wasn't sure how much to add exactly, and if it even matters at all. The instruction says it's best to let it sit for 24 hours before using, so that's what I did. Actually, I waited for several days because I hoped that the weather would get better, but nope. Stayed rainy, stayed gloomy. In the video, the person taped their paper down onto cardboard, but I didn't have any, so I used an acrylic paper pad instead. And then it was time to move to a darker place, because the next steps are supposed to be performed in dim lighting. So, welcome to the laundry room, which has no windows. Let's go through the next steps. Step 1. Mix both solutions in a 1:1 ratio and stir. Step 2. Cover the sheet of paper with the solution and let it dry. Step 3. Put whatever you want on top and expose it to sunlight. You might wonder why I didn't just show you the real process. Well, because the footage would look like this. No windows, you remember? Since I didn't find any plants outside that were not soaking wet and covered in mud, I decided to cut out some stencils with my Cricut machine. Even though I didn't think this would work, but whatever. So let's jump right to the next step, waiting. There was not much daylight, but I tried it anyway and put everything as close to the window as possible. And then I waited. I didn't really know how long I should wait before continuing with the next step, so I rinsed off one of the sheets right after it got dark outside and decided to leave the other 2 for the next day. Which was a wise decision, because the only thing I noticed was that the bright yellow color rinsed off quite a bit, the paper was almost white afterwards, and that kinda seemed wrong, because there should be some color left. Apparently you need to wait for the next day to see the final result, so I waited, but nothing changed. However, I still had the other 2 sheets left. And the next day surprised me with sunshine. I kid you not, the first time in weeks I saw the sun and blue sky, and it was just in time for my artwork, which actually changed its color this time. Since the paper stencils weren't completely flat, the edges weren't that crisp, but I don't care, at least I got some results. Next, I rinsed off the yellow stuff, which worked pretty well actually, and there it is, the first print. With the second one, there was still a bit of yellow left, which I just couldn't get off, but I was super surprised to see that even the tiny snowflakes kinda worked out. I actually didn't add any red or green with the pens because I felt like it wouldn't improve the prints, so I just left them as is. As you can see, the prints are far from perfect, but at least I got something. I think in general this is a cool technique, but I definitely would have enjoyed it more if the materials had been included in spring or summer, where it's easier to expose the prints properly. I really don't get why you would choose this for fall or winter, especially since Upcrate originated in Hamburg, which is actually pretty close to where I live, so they know what the weather is like at this time of the year in Germany. All in all, I would say it was an interesting experiment, but I'm more of a drawing/painting kind of girl, so not my favorite box to be honest, but still very interesting. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye!